Swift, I thought the interesting thing that Luis said is that I'm getting Jarrett Hurd at the right time. He's changed trainers. Seems as if he doesn't know what kind of style he wants to fight at. What is your response to that?
I mean, listen, man. No matter whenever he fights me, it's not gonna be a good time for him. You know what I mean? I can box, I can bang. It doesn't matter. Whatever style I decide to come out there and use, we all gonna decide on fight night. But I can beat him either way, so it doesn't matter.
Luis, one thing that you certainly have been very vocal about is that you said, hey, look, my training, my diet now, that I've been doing everything right. You said, if you look over at Jarrett Hurd, he's eating pizza, he's eating this. That's the reason why this guy has gotten so big. Do you think that will be the difference in this fight because you have been, it seems, so laser focused in training for this one that will be the difference in this fight?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, Jarrett Hurd's trying to take the easy way out. Like, you coming out on, he came on your podcast and says he's the best 154 pounder. So why aren't you still fighting at 154 pounder? Why aren't you still fighting at 154 pounds? Obviously, because you haven't been living the correct lifestyle. You know, he's over there still wearing waist trainers. He's not eating correctly. He's doing whatever he got to do to get ready. But obviously, it isn't working. Like, how are you saying you're the best at a certain weight, but you can't make the weight? Or it's just for this fight? Like, nah, man, if you're a real fighter and you fight at a certain weight, you should be able to make the weight at all times. Like, when this fight was brought to me, like I said, I was intrigued for the fight because he was ranked 154. He was the number one guy on the Ring magazine at 154 pounds. And 160, he ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? So me beating him at 160 doesn't do anything because he's not a middleweight. He's not proven. I'm not proven either, but I fought the top guys. I already been in the mix with the top guys at the weight class. You just stepping in this weight class for the very first time. So, I mean, like I said, man, he says he's the best, but he doesn't want to make the weight. You know, he's obviously having trouble with the weight. He doesn't look like he can make the weight now. I'm in shape right now. I can make 60 right now. I can make 54 by the end of the week. You know, I've taken this training to the next level. I understand that it's pretty much my last big shot. You know what I mean? And they're throwing me a bone. So I got to do everything that I need to do to make sure that I you know, show up and I impress. You know what I mean? And he says he's a boxer, but he just fought a 140 pounder and tried to outbox him, and he couldn't really outbox him. So, I mean, we'll see. We're going to find out June 6th. Like, he knows that I'm real. Everybody around him, everybody he's training with, he knows who Luis Arias is. All them guys know who Luis Arias is. His trainer's been watching me kick ass since I was 8 years old. So they know. So it's going to be a hard fight. He says he wants to bang. He can bang. We can bang. If he says he wants to box, he's not the better boxer. But there's only one way to find out. We're going to find out in 2 weeks.
Wow. Swift, your reply to that.
I mean, come on, man. We saw this story before, man. You know, he talks a good game. That's what he does. You know, look at his last 3 fights. I mean, he talks. He says he has this power, this unknown power that nobody ever experienced, and he only has 9 knockouts. This, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, at 154, 160, no matter what the weight class is, Luis Arias, though. You know, I mean, I did suffer a loss, but I'm back on the winning. I'm on the ups. You know what I mean? He's the one who hasn't come back from a win yet. You know what I mean? He's used to losing.
If I would have fought a 140 pounder after I lost to Jacobs, I'd be on the winning streak too. The only difference between me and you is matchmaking. You just had a better matchmaker. I've had to go through this game hard.
I mean, who's Luke Kisner? Who's Luke
Kisner? Luke Keeler was. I had to go fight him in Ireland. I had to go all the way over there and fight him in his hometown.
That was a fight you were supposed to win.
You got to fight a 140 pounder off your loss. So, like I said, I mean, yeah, I do talk a good game,
but win and I won it, right? But you didn't.
That's fine. Yeah, but you didn't look impressive. And everybody knows it. So
I did what I wanted to do. Just like I'm gonna do in 2 weeks with you. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do.
Ooh, Luis, let me find out.
Luis, let me ask you this: since you've brought up Jacobs, you brought up Keeler, you brought up Rosado. It seems like when you've gone to the upper echelon of the guys, unfortunately, you've come up short. Why will June 6th be different?
because I made the proper training adjustments. I mean, I come back to Vegas. You know, I added an elite trainer in Ismail Salas, who's been helping me sit on my punches, who's been helping me with my head movement, who's been helping me with everything. Like, all I really needed was just a little bit more to get past that little threshold, just to get past it. That's all I needed, was just one little bit. And I've done everything in the gym to make sure that I didn't get through that threshold, get past that. I mean, I'm confident in this fight. You know what I mean? I think the style is perfect. Like, he says he's this. I mean, I only got 9 knockouts because I was fighting super middleweight. You can go look at my record. I've been fighting at the wrong weight class this whole time. My first 10 fights were at super middleweight. You know what I mean? So if I would have been fighting small guys like he's been fighting this whole time, I'd have a good knockout ratio too. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, all we could do is just, I mean, talking is talking. It is what it is. We're going to let our hands go. And like I said, I'm coming 100% prepared. I mean, I'm ready. I've done everything that I need to do in the gym, and there won't be any excuses. So let's see what kind of fight he brings.